I was to choose one concept that's the most important to just soar at a high level.
Okay.
And it's a combination of some of the things we just talked about. But if you could get to the place where you accept, love, and adore yourself like your own child, which most of us can't, are not out there, even if we think we are, or most of us are not there. If I ask someone who has children, I said, do you love your children? Oh, of course I love them and I adore them. Do you to this? Could you honestly say that you adore and love yourself really like you do your own? No, I can't. And I tell people, my clients and other people that ask me, if you could get that high level of self-mastery and empowering yourself and accepting and loving yourself, you become like a walking love machine. And that walking love machine, it organically draws and magnetizes all that you want. And sales and many of those things they're effortless. One of my greatest mentors was someone called Ramdas. I don't know if you ever heard of him, Amanda. He died a few years ago. Unbelievable, brilliant man. And he said he was a professor at Harvard for many, many years. He said, I've had airplanes, my own airplanes. I've had millions of dollars. Nothing has replaced the inner game, the inner journey of self-mastery. Because if you can achieve that and you live like I like to say I live most of the time, I'm content, I'm happy, I'm in the present, and I could create whatever. And if I earn $5,000 a month or $2,000 a month or $10,000 a month, I know here on this show we're talking about elevating things, nothing wrong with that. But the point is, if you can elevate inner game to where you're no longer so attached to the result, then the sky's the limit, but it's done in an effortless way because it's actions founded on love, not fear. And that's the key.
So good. I know. I love it. It's like, I'm just making me smile so big. And like I always, whenever I feel truth in the presence, it's like my eyes fill up with tears. And I'm just like, yes, 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 yes. Awesomeness. I mean, I think that people want this magic formula, secret, like quick fix. And I so agree with you. The quick fix, well, it's not really quick, but the fix is to accept, love, and adore yourself. Like when you actually play in the field of loving yourself, it increases joy. And just like you're saying, it's like you become so magnetic because people want to be around you, right? Like they're drawn to you because it feels good to be around somebody who loves themselves, because then they can spread that love to you and people feel it. It's not something you can fake, like you it's an essence of an energy, and it's a brightness, and it's a shining of your light. And it's like, the more and more that I let myself love myself, and the more and more I grow in love with myself, the bigger and bigger I expand. And I feel exactly what you're saying. It's like that piece of like, everything's awesome. I don't need to worry about anything. And then you just attract from that place, and it makes everything easier.
Let me ask you this. How many times have people said to you, Amanda, it's so easy to talk with you. I could just listen to you. I could trust you like my own sister. How many times have people said that to you?
Lots and lots of times.
And that comes not just because of one thing or another. It comes because of your inner work, whether you've done it now or lifetimes ago. Who knows? But you've done it because you're there and you have that kind of presence. And it's that kind of presence is so precious. And so, listen, there are a lot of teachers, but few masters. And I always said, I don't want to go out in the world until I'm a master, not just because it's easy to teach stuff, concepts, but you want to walk the talk. And I know you walk the talk. I know that.
Yeah. Yeah. And everyone watching at any point in time, when you're watching or listening to this to me, I think that I don't, we could have a long spiritual conversation about it or religious conversation about it. It's like, I was raised fundamentalist Christian. So I had a lot of like religiosity my way. And it's taken me time to develop into more of a spiritual person where I could let go of the dogma that I was taught. And now it's like this place of, to me, the greatest quest is self-mastery, and self-mastery equals exactly what we're talking about. Like, do you love yourself? Like, what is the point of being alive if you don't love yourself? I'm saying, like, what the quest and the journey is to know and love yourself, and then whatever comes from that place is always going to be, I think,
And
like
guess what?
magic, spiritual, awesome.
I'm not much of a Christian, but I know enough about the Bible that the Bible is in total in sync with what you and I are talking about. The
Yeah.
Bible verse that I try to live is love God with all your heart. So I put the Zen zone first. Love others as yourself. As you love yourself first. So that one Bible verse, that's all I need to know. And that if I live
Yeah.
that, that's all I need to know. Whether I'm Christian or Buddhist, doesn't matter.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and if you take that from a business perspective, it's like, oh, I am serving you because I love myself and I love you. And it's a win-win exchange that we get to co-create together.
Totally.
Like attract from that place, and money will grow, expand so much that you can't even stop it from coming your way.
As a matter of fact, your clients, knowing you, your clients might become more successful than you are, but they paid you first, but they got paid back 10,000-fold.
Absolutely. Like you're the vehicle to help them spread their wings and love themselves more, which is amazing.